got a little bit of a different day today. I'm gonna go take some tissue samples. I'm gonna go take some tissue samples, and I decided I'd take you guys along because it's a little something different. We've been doing a little bit of construction work lately. Finished up spraying last week. It's been a busy week. Oh yeah, welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new here, you can subscribe down below. And if you're not new here and you aren't subscribed, I don't know what you're doing because it's free. So I'm not really sure how well the camera is going to pick this up, but some of these areas in this bean field are like really small compared to the other ones. Like these rows down here are pretty tiny, and then you get to places like the headlands here where it looks nice. These are the areas right here that I'm talking about. See, it's like worst right there, and then there's just normal beans right here. And this is just kind of spotty like this throughout the whole field. And we're not really sure what's going on, but we're going to take some tissue samples today of the leaves and send them into a plant or a lab, get the plant tested, and see what could be wrong. Well, field number 2, we're here. These beans are actually really nice. They're like knee-high on me, which isn't really saying a lot. But they're just starting to flower now, or they have been flowering for a couple days here. And here's the spot we're going to sample. So as you can see probably in the video, these beans up here are kind of yellower as opposed to most all these other beans. There's a couple spots like this, one over there, and then there's one way over there on the other side of the field. And we're going to tissue sample these and see if any nutrients are lacking in the tissue. So we're starting with tissue samples because tissue samples are easy and it kind of can eliminate a couple problems. So the issues out here we're thinking kind of related to nutrients. Possibly nitrogen is the new thought. This spot was here when we grew beans here a couple years ago, and now they're back here again. So we're thinking maybe nitrogen or something is lacking in the plant. But we're going to start with tissue samples. If it's not, it could be something like cyst nematodes, which are kind of like little bugs. There could be other insects. It could be diseases. But here's the diseased beans, and they just don't look very happy compared to a lot of the green beans that you see that should be green. While I'm here, I'm also going to fly this field, seeing as how my bosses gave me a drone. I'm just going to kind of look for any sort of patterns or any sort of anything that I can correlate anything to. This field is pretty flat. It's all been tilled. I don't know. We're really kind of scratching our heads on this one, but we're going to try and figure it out. If I figure it out, I'll let you guys know. Here's some of our good-looking beans. Look at that, they're almost canopied already. And it's June 13th. July 13th, sorry. I don't even know what day it is, honestly. I think it's Tuesday today, I think, but I don't know. Don't ask a farmer what day it is. It's always a good day when you wake up on this side of the grass. Next thing we're tissue sampling is this cornfield here. We did a little bit of nitrogen testing out there and wanted to see whether or not reducing the nitrogen rate would keep the same amount of nitrogen in the plant or reduce the yield or anything like that. So we're testing the nitrogen out here. I think it's safe to say that this corn is tall enough. I'm not very tall, I'm like 5'4", but this stuff is at least 6-7 feet tall. We're pretty close to tasseling. I don't know. Oh, we're little ways down in there, but no, this corn is really impressive. Just about ready to tassel. A couple of tassels are poking out around the area, but we're gonna do some tissue sampling in here, see if I can reach the top leaf. I also failed to mention to you guys that this is my truck. I bought it. I love this thing. This thing is so nice. I love this truck. Not sure if you guys can see that, but it's got a heads-up display right there. Tells me all my speed limits and my directions if I'm using navigation, my speed. It's got this cool camera that's also, like, instead of a rear view mirror, it's a camera. Sirius radio, all the works. I don't know. Air conditioned seats, that's really important. It gets like 28 miles to the gallon. I don't know. Diesel. She's a diesel. That's right. I bought a diesel. 10-speed Allison transmission. Yeah, I'm not kidding. It gets like 28 miles to the gallon. Right now we're driving kind of slow and it's really bumpy, and we're only getting like 24. But I mean, 24 for diesel, I'm happy. That's another change that I haven't told you guys about yet, but I guess you might as well find out now. All this land back here is actually under my control right now. I've got 114 acres at another farm and about a little over 40 here. 40 beans here, like the other farm split half and half, half corn, half beans. But all this stuff is in my name. I'm taking the risk on it. I'm paying the bills for it. And you guys need to pray for me for some rain, because we need some rain, and hopefully I can recover at least some of my money back. Well, I got the samples boxed up. Hopefully they're headed back to the lab right about now as we speak. As you guys can see, the crops are getting kind of tall. The corn's made it way above my head, and the beans are about waist tall on me in most places. So I guess there's no better time than now to wash the planter, because I think it's safe to say that nothing's going to need to be replanted. At least, well, if we have to replant, I guess we're not going to end up with much. We're not really sure what that rattling sound is, but can't be good. But there is good news. Somebody left snacks in here from planting, so I mean, they've only been in here like 3 months, so they should be safe, right? Hopefully something will be happening with this area relatively soon. You guys will have to tune into the next video, because there's nothing going to happen today. Well, it's mostly cleaned up now. It's all transferred to me. But anyways, I'm going to fold this unit up, and then I'm going to rinse it off one more time just so it looks nice and shiny in the shed, because I'd hate to have it sit in the shed and not look nice. But anyways, we're going to fold it up, rinse it off, get it out of here, and find something else to do before the night's over. Yeah, okay, I think you're done. Here we go. Oh yeah, Mom will love that spot in her yard. Next project is to unhook this baler from this tractor, hook up the loader bracket to the tractor so we can get tanks out of that truck, and do some dirt work over there with the bucket. We got a power pole removed, and apparently when they remove a power pole and replace it, it becomes yours for whatever reason. So I guess we got this 20-30 foot long power pole that we got to find a place to put it. So I'm going to hook up to the loader. I'm not sure if I'm going to get all that stuff done tonight, but we're going to get stuff hooked up and ready to go. Maybe put something in the shop, because it's supposed to rain or storm like tomorrow sometime, or the next day, or sometime coming up soon. And while we have all this stuff out, it's kind of easier to, rather than to take it in and then take it back out and then put it all back in again, we're kind of trying to think ahead a little bit. Well, let's see how we did. This could be bad. I'll take it. It's my first day here. You guys pushing or pulling? I could use some help here, but Dad's not home, and he's going to be home in 20 minutes, but I'm not patient enough to wait for him. So I guess I'll just do it the hard way. Oh my gosh! Oh, she's coming. Come here, baby. Oh yeah! Look what I did. We cleared out some shed space. We run everything just about outside. I don't know, we keep accumulating toys and then nobody knows where to put them because we keep running out of shed space. But anyways, I'm going to take the sickle out of this bean head. I think it's on, you'll see. I made the executive decision. That's a big word for me. Executive decision. We're going to tear this one off, this old sickle here. What I mean by the sickle is each one of these knives, they just cut like a scissors between these guards. We're going to take and replace each one of those knives. They come in like big long sections. They're in the main frame here somewhere, so I'm going to get them out before we get it into the shop, because if we get it into the shop, I don't think we can get it out. You'll see. These are the sickle sections right in here. And so we're going to pull those out. There's like a big long tube that they're stuck into. And if we put both of them together, they should cover the 30-foot head. Hopefully. Alrighty guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. I think that's going to wrap it up for today's video. What you guys just saw today on this video is kind of what's been going on in my life for the past, I don't know, few months, I guess. Ever since we got done with cultivating now, especially, things are really ramped up on this building project, and just little side jobs and just a couple hours of work here and there, moving stuff around. You get the idea. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up, go in, eat some supper. It's 9 o'clock. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you will, please like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever else you can do, do it, because it really helps me out. It also motivated me. Last video, we got quite a few views compared to some of my other ones, so thank you guys for that. Stay tuned, stay dialed in, because we'll have some more cool content coming up for you guys soon. Thanks again, guys.